Constitution provides the criteria. For example, the criteria for the people who should man those commissions and institutions. When it comes to recruitment, mambo ni tofauti, as you have said. People get into those positions who are least qualified. People get into those institutions who are out there to listen to what those in government are telling them. In other words, they go there to serve those in government rather than serve the public. And as a result, the Kenyans have lost faith in those institutions. Given an opportunity, those are the institutions we will get them back, give them their independence, the independence the Constitution requires of them, get the right people to man them, and the demand results. Your worry about IEBC is my worry. And I believe it is the worry of every Kenyan. IEBC, even from the Kriegler report, which we got several years back, is supposed to be in place at least 3-4 years before the election. Why is that period required? There is a lot for IEBC to do. There is civic education to be done. There is the registration of voters, even the limitation of boundaries, and even preparation, the actual preparation, thinking about the equipment, how you're going to conduct the election. There is a lot to be done. That's why the Kriegler Commission said IEBC should be in place at the very least more than 2 years before the election. We know when the IEBC, the last commission has got out. It has taken a long time before even an attempt or the first move was made to reconstitute it. No reason has been given for that. Why wait for that long? We have several constituencies where the by-elections should be held. There are wards where by-elections should be held. The people of those constituencies and the wards have no representatives, simply because the government has not taken the action it is supposed to take to constitute the IEBC in time. Now, IEBC commissioners have been selected, but what is it telling you? The process was not done properly, and even the selection and those who are already recommended, there are issues that are being raised about that. So when you deal with the IEBC like that, you affect the process of elections, and the issue of having a free and fair election is now a challenge. Now, bursaries, why don't we have a national body dealing with the bursaries? And in my view, it is there. The Constitution places disbursement of resources at 2 stages. The national stage and the county stage. I believe the governors are the ones who are supposed to give out the funding, because that's part of their duties. But you see, there has been this pull and push. The MPs want to control that. Even the senators, now there is even an act that should give, seeking to give them some funding, some powers to also control that. Ask yourself, why are all these groups jostling for that funding? To control it, so that they can use it for their own political ends, or even for their own business. You know the auditor's report about how that funding is being misused. It's being used for personal benefits. So that's a challenge. If I am given an opportunity to lead this country, those are among the things we will streamline. We will streamline so that we don't have. We should be worrying about how to raise enough money so that we can give to universities and schools for our children to have education without any problem. The Constitution provides the criteria. For example, the criteria for the people who should man those commissions and institutions. When it comes to recruitment, mambo ni tofauti, as you have said. People get into those positions who are least qualified. People get into those institutions who are out there to listen to what those in government are telling them. In other words, they go there to serve those in government rather than serve the public. And as a result, the Kenyans have lost faith in those institutions. Given an opportunity, those are the institutions we will get them back, give them their independence, the independence the Constitution requires of them, get the right people to man them, and demand results. Because we are all accountable. When you are given a position, you're paid by the taxpayers' money. You are accountable. I mean, independence does not mean that you can do what you want.
Hi everyone, thank you Dr. Maraga for availing yourself. So today my question, it's about our healthcare, the SHA shifting. So if today you were to be elected and be the president, we can see how that insurance, the cover, how it have messed up our citizens. So how are you planning to make it better when you're given that opportunity? And another thing, I'm asking in terms of the affordable housing, if you're to become a president, will you continue with the project? And if yes, how will you make it secure for each and every citizen so that we don't feel as if those affordable housing won't be available for each and every citizen? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Okoth Opondo.
My quick question is on the issue of patriotism. We are living at a time that it looks like we've totally lost it because of so many things, lack of trust in leaders. Every young Kenyan is dreaming amalize tu shule ama hata kama anaenda kusoma abroad na siwahi rudi Kenya. I mean, it is very strange at the moment that we are living in. And I know during the times ya watu kama nyinyi mkilelewa, yani kulikuwa na ile kupenda nchi yako, that you know you lead hata kama kuna shida, but we have to still fight and make our country possible. What then should we do maybe as young people to restore that love for the country, so that even as we keep on fighting, we fight for a better country? Then the second question, itakuwa on the issue of sometimes they say that when we go out to demonstrate mara tunaharibu vitu na nini, but I'm just wondering, with the anger amongst young people and Kenyans in general, how then do we have a thin line? How do we have that line between kuweka fujo, kuweka force? Because you see, when the government is coming with force, it is almost difficult. Someone who doesn't understand the language of words, to use a language of word kwake, you know, force can only be met by force. How then do we make sure that tunapigana vita yetu ile mzuri ya kukomboa nchi, but also still having ourselves bila ifujo yote? Maybe you can just share with us your wisdom. Asante sana.
Ms. Maina has asked about healthcare. Before SHA or she came in, we had NHIF. It was performing well. We all agreed it was not performing optimally. It had a few challenges here and there, most of which, in my view, were as a result of corruption that was there. In my view, if that had been streamlined, if proper system was put in place to deal with the corruption, we need not have changed from NHIF to SHA and SHE. Now, the SHA and SHE that has come in, first of all, you would have expected that when you are changing from one system to another, great care is taken to ensure that there is a smooth transition. But that is not the case here. That's not the case. I mean, it was started as if it was an emergency that could not with proper planning. And as a result, quite a number of people are suffering. When somebody is sick, you can't tell him, okay, you wait for 1 week. So we are sorry about your pain. You wait for 1 week, we will come back to you. That is the dehumanizing act I was talking about. That we need to change. What we will do is, I have a team working on healthcare, and we are looking at other countries where it has been successfully run. We're thinking about. I was told there's one we are thinking about, looking at how it has been done, where the citizens have been asked to contribute, and the contributions are gratuited. There is no complaint at all. Those who are not able to pay at all, the government pays. But those who are able to pay, the payments or the payments that they are making are gratuited according to one's income. And people are very happy. People are happy with that. Even here in Kenya, where, some people are being asked to pay, some are paying a lot of money. I have talked with a few young people, I've talked with a few people who are employed. They are saying, even if this was maintained and they see results, they see people being treated. In fact, I talked to one gentleman who told me that his parents are not alive, his siblings have taken care of themselves, and he's here. But he said he would be happy if whatever contribution he is making can help his neighbor at home. He would say, this is my contribution to society, and they would be happy. The problem we have with those payments is that Kenyans are not seeing results for that. And all this is as a result of corruption that has come in. The system which has been set up, it costs how much? I was told, is it 104 billion? Are you telling me that Kenya has no capacity to come up with a system much cheaper that would help us? We have IT experts in this country. I know that as a fact. We couldn't use them. We have some in government. We couldn't use them. We have professionals who have been taken to school by the Kenyan people, and yet they are not being utilized. Instead, we are outsourcing at exorbitant prices. And I'm told that program as even a component of it, which is sucking money from the people to people's pockets. Those are the things we should stop so that we can move forward. Affordable housing is another issue. It comes. Initially, people were told that those who are contributing are going to get houses, and there was a lot of debate and saying, look, some of the people who are being asked to pay have already taken mortgages and they are paying. Now you are imposing on them something that they have not accepted, they have not participated in. Later on, we were told, no, this is a tax. And it is being used even for other projects, including building stadiums. And you can see where the Kenyans' anger is coming from. Nobody's listening to them. Nobody's taking into account their issues. As quite a number of employees, you have structured your salary, the affairs of your income to meet what you get. You have so much you are paying as loan, you have so much for school fees, you have this. Quite a number of them are left with very little. Now, when you go and take the bit that they are left with, you create them a lot of economic stress. So that is what is there. I mean, if I took power, I will stop that immediately. I'll stop that immediately, and if we have to come with a housing project, we come with a housing project that will be embraced by the Kenyans themselves and that the Kenyans will be happy about. Kenyans are people who love their country. That I can tell you. Whenever I travel, I've traveled to other countries and I meet Kenyans. They love their country. They know that even out there, we are respected. Yeah? People out there say Kenya is a wonderful country. And it is true. We just need to get our act together and we will not have a problem of people not being proud of their country. I have gone out there wherever I've gone to conferences. I see Kenyans getting everything they can, including bracelets with the Kenyan flag, showing people that they are Kenyans. The Kenyans are proud of their country. It's only that the conditions at home are made, are repressive, and that's what people are fighting against. How do we heal? A very simple thing. Those who are in power come down from the ivory tower. Listen to the Kenyans. What are they complaining about? If it is something you cannot deliver because you are restrained by finances, tell the Kenyans so. If I was in power myself, I would say, okay, you want this, you want this, you want this, but our economy cannot afford to provide all this. What I'm able to provide is this, because this is how much money the KRA has collected. This is how much money we have borrowed. This is how much money we have received in forms of grants and donations, and this is how we have utilized it. If you are open to the people, and the people trust you, they don't expect you to perform miracles and give them what is not realistic. So the healing that is required, as I've said, is let those in power, let President Ruto come down from the ivory tower and face the Kenyans and tell them, look, we have a problem here. I've heard you. We are going to deal with it, this and that. Last year, when the agencies demonstrated, he dissolved the cabinet and told them, no, now we are going to listen, we are listening to what your complaints are. He just made cosmetic changes and nothing changed. And as a result, that's why Kenyans are bitter. That's why Kenyans are bitter. Those in power are talking at Kenyans. They are dressing them down. A government is there. Government officers are there to serve people. Sorry, about those who are saying that I don't smile. How do I smile on such a serious issue? But thank you very much.